Welcome everybody to today's cast. We've got a special game today. It's OTA, and it's a team game with the team clans. But before I get to introducing the players for today's game, I've got a special guest with me today. His name is Warjack, and Warjack, if you could introduce yourself.
Howdy. Yeah, I'm Warjack, and I've been playing Total Annihilation probably since I was like five, but nowhere near as good as anybody that is at the professional level over there, like the TAF, those guys and such. So, uh, don't really know why you have you on the cast.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly just so I have somebody to talk with because this is a long game. And for our players, we've got on the bottom side of the map Nug 725 in black, Nug 615 in blue, and then on the top half of the map we've got King Drew Dog in light blue and King Snoop in green. And like I said before, this is 3.1 OTA, so should be an interesting game. Gods of War. This is not
Yeah.
Pro Gods of War because Pro Gods of War didn't exist yet.
You said this was 2003, is that what you said?
It's around that time. I can't remember the exact year. It's probably 2003, 2004, somewhere in there.
This game was still like alive. I mean,
Oh yeah.
in mainstream.
We've got air start for Nug 725 and air start on King Snoop, and then we've got K-bot starts for Nug 615. You see a lot of K-bot starts nowadays on this map.
Right. And is that's mainly because they want to get the KCON bots out to help storage, or
That and it's mostly just because you can build things faster with them than you can with the air cons.
of course, yeah.
I have a feeling because of how old this game is, we're definitely going to see some big Berthas here. Whereas more modern approach would be just to take control of the sea and probably use pelicans.
Pelicans and skeeters all day, man.
Oh yeah,
I hate them.
yeah. Everybody's playing Arm, of course.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is uh this is back before the Pro TA and everything, so core's not balanced yet.
Doesn't mean that it wasn't possible to take games with core because Venom even would play core back like early 2000s ish and take games on Gods of War. So
Oh yeah,
it wasn't
yeah.
impossible.
No, a guy that I used to work with, and he used to work for my father for like 20 years. He's like my dad's best friend. They used to play Total Annihilation all the time, and of course it was OTA. This is long before Pro TA existed, and Discord. Uh, so they would be up on dial up, and we're
Yeah,
seeing
those were
a
some
early
perfectly
bomber.
placed wins. He blocked
Yeah.
all of that. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Nice. So they would play Total Annihilation on dial up, and they'd be talking to each other on the phone. And this was on an old IBM, Windows 95 computer.
Right.
Um, but anyway, Cliff, the guy that was my dad's best friend, he played Core all the time, and uh, that was I think that was right around the time they put in the Krogarth, not you, but
Yeah, Krogoth,
the big bot.
I believe came out in just the core contingency, was
Right.
just a year after the game was released, so 98.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
We've got
but
an aircon up here, taking out, just getting all the reclaim. That'll be good.
how's this? Wait, which color was that? Who was that?
That was King Snoop.
No,
Yeah,
Snoop.
green.
Yeah, yeah. He's stalling on energy right now.
Yeah, that bomber's still alive.
Mhm. But I listened to my dad tell stories about when they played together all the time, and he loved to talk about how he had it down to a science of how many Mavericks he needed to kill a Krogoth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he said it was something. It was actually a relatively small number. It was like 11, or something like that.
Oh,
That's
wow.
the number he quoted.
I'm honestly not surprised it's that low of a number just because if the Mavericks get close, they've got some of the highest DPS in the game.
For sure.
This is
Yeah.
sneaky. He's
Oh
building
wow.
a defender up here, but because of the map,
Wow,
his
man.
technically his aircon is off screen, so it can't
Yeah.
even be target. That's a good. Well, it's not off screen right now, but at least half the time it's going to be invulnerable. So you learn something new every day, even when watching these old 2003 games. I never would have thought to do that. Got another bomber from green this time. Oh, and he's coming back in. Oh, they finally got that, but
Yeah. MTs that time. So what do you think he's doing with the dragon seat there? He's gonna try to stop him from tightening or using tritons.
uh, no. Tritons were very uncommon because they were so slow underwater.
Hmm.
I'm guessing that it's just to stop pelicans from coming up if they were to go pelicans, and also skeeters won't be able to shoot anything. I don't know that skeeters were able to shoot the metal extractor anyways, but I think it's mostly
Yeah.
just to keep pelicans out. That's my
Gotcha.
guess.
Weren't pelicans underpowered at this time?
No, they actually have not received any change at all, as far as I
Really?
know, in Pro TA.
Okay.
Yeah, they were very good. They were
Gotcha.
very
Okay.
good.
I never used them, and it's been a long time since I played OTA. But that's I thought I heard that from somebody else. So excuse me.
No, we'll probably see some this game because we've got already advanced coming out for 6:15,
That's
and
really quick. What's
also
the
yeah,
timestamps?
time.
6 minutes.
Yeah, six.
Woo!
Yeah, that is fast
He's
actually.
smoking.
Yeah, so he's already going advanced, and actually so is King Drew Dog. So yeah, they're both rushing advanced. It looks like they must have had some game plan with each other beforehand that had one of each team went air and the other two went K-bot. But this guy also went K-bot.
Right, right, and like I said earlier, this is definitely before the time of Discord, so they couldn't even sit into a VoIP with each other and talk. So game plans a lot of times in these old OTA games had to be developed long time before, and usually it was in chat rooms
Uh huh.
on probably through fucking AOL Messenger,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
we did see a little bit of chatting in game between the allies earlier.
yeah.
Oh, it
Oh,
looks
did
like
they say that they're gonna go Pels?
I don't believe so. I forgot to turn the sonar on, so now we can see the commander. But pretty sure we're gonna see some Pels this game, just because of this how fast they're going advanced.
Yeah.
And I'm sure somebody in the comments can let us know what the strategy was at the time, if they know that if it's different than what we're seeing here.
So were the MTs changed from OTA to Pro TA at all?
I don't believe so. I think that they're exactly the
Let's
same.
see. Okay, so if they're the same, then and if they're going to rush Pels, and that they might be expecting their enemy to rush their advanced K-bots as well and get to Pels as well. Why do you think they're putting up MTs instead of HLTs?
HLTs were something that were changed in Pro TA. HLTs are, I believe, they're cheaper and they do have more range now.
Okay, okay, but they still and you told me this a little while ago as well, but the were changes done to what you said the MTs stayed the same. So was like the damage profiles stayed the same as well. So like they
For the
did less
MTs?
damage to ground. Yeah.
No, I think so. The with the damage with defenders, all missile units actually is they deal high damage to aircraft and regular damage to ground. So
I got you. And that's remained the same from OTA to Pro TA.
yes, and that's all the same.
Okay.
The big thing with the missile towers versus the Pelicans is they just simply won't hit them while they're in the water.
Right.
Oh, we've
Yeah.
got
So
C.
so
Okay.
as an inexperienced player, I would think that having a couple of HLTs mixed in with MTs would help defend against Pell rushes.
Yeah, it very well could. But again, like I was saying, at this time, HLT is pretty expensive, so
Yeah.
you'd have to have a pretty good economy for that. And it might even just be more worth it to just have Pelicans of your own to defend.
Right. Right.
We got
And
bomber
that's
here.
something that I learned the hard way, and I still fight with occasionally, but I learned it the hard way from Subcom Forged Alliance with my buddy Rare, who constantly bashes my face in on that game as well. That PD, point defense is not as valuable as just flat out offensive units.
Yes, and yeah, I would say that that's true.
Yeah, it's something that I hate, but yeah, it's true.
Most of the time, although I think that there's an argument to be made that missile towers are way more effective at getting rid of bombers than any of the missile units in the game.
Hmm.
And that's I think it's simply because these are already at a higher elevation, like their shooting point. And so like if you like for example a Jethro or a Crasher, they have to aim up and then fire, and then it kind of comes out at a lower center and it has to kind of spiral up, so it's more likely to miss. A missile tower, it's more straight, if that's making any sense.
Yeah, yeah, no, it definitely.
And so I think if you're having to defend bombers early, you're probably going to want to build defenders or pulverizers instead of Jethros or Crashers, just because I really think that these are more accurate.
Why is he shooting his K-bot lab with his MT?
Yeah, so all it takes to reclaim a lab is for its life bar to go to 0, and so he's shooting it to make it reclaim faster. And I'm sure
Gotcha.
he'll turn it off when it's at a low damage.
Okay, so it doesn't like take away from the reclaim that you're getting.
Nope, you get the exact same metal.
Gotcha.
And yeah, he's advanced. Oh, and we are seeing pelicans. He also got out some erasers to defend himself from attacks. And interesting. So at
Yeah,
this
I was
time,
just about to ask that.
this is something kind of funny. So at this time, sharing your radar was, I believe, more complicated. This is the only explanation I can have for this. He built two advanced radars next to each other, and I believe he's planning on sharing one of them with his teammate, so that they
Gotcha.
also have the radar,
Yeah,
which
that
is
was my next question is why the heck did he just build two A radars right next to each
yeah,
other?
and I think it's just at this time. So now, like when we play Pro TA, if you ally with somebody, it automatically shares radar and shares line of sight. But
Gotcha.
back then, it did not.
Looks like he's done the same.
Uh,
Oh wait, one of them's green. What the heck? You see that?
where
The
at? Oh
radar.
yeah, yeah. It's because he did what I said. He shared the green one with his
Oh, okay,
ally,
okay.
so now it's
So
green. Yeah.
the other guy just hasn't done that yet.
Yes, he probably will. Oh, there he
Oh,
goes.
there it
Yeah.
goes.
And then yeah, he's building some skeets.
Very typical of Gods of War. Although usually you see it a lot earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, the strategies they've evolved over the years. They played a little bit different back then. It's kind of neat to kind of see how the meta's changed.
Although all the win cons on the edge of the map, that hasn't changed.
No, all the yeah, but at this time I don't think that. Well, if this is early 2000s, I think that the demo recorder was around at this time, so they should have still been able to hook them like that in a row. I think that the Swedish Yanks bankers came out with that relatively early. Oh, we've got a Big Bertha getting built. So maybe the Dragon's Teeth. Yeah, the Dragon's Teeth probably to keep Pelicans out so that he can safely build a Big Bertha. Oh, they're taking out the mexes with some skeets. I think this mex and that mex are the only ones that can actually be targeted by skeets.
We got a share medal that just popped.
Yep.
To Gnugs 615 or from.
Yeah, yeah, Nug 615 is sharing. Because although he's still not making that much metal. Especially because at this time they also didn't make the advanced metal extractors because they were so expensive. He's reclaiming his advanced lab though. Which is funny because he only made 5 pelicans with it. Oh, and then they've also got pelicans from King Drewdog. Let's see what Green's up to. Well, we've got to fight over here, I guess. King Drewdog is walking his commander up to that island.
Something I pointed out, I think, to Leatherneck or Ark the other day was that, it's funny, they're called pelicans, but they don't fly.
Yeah, I've never even thought about that. The only thing that's similar about this and a pelican is the fact that pelicans sit on water.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's building a nice perimeter here.
yeah, you hardly ever see pelicans on land, so you figure that it would just be able to be in water and fly, and that was
Right. Yeah, green's also making pelicans. Or I guess I should say King Snoop.
It looks like he did the same thing with the sonar. You think he's going to share those sonars up there?
The no. So the sonars actually the title's not
Because
super amazing here. So sometimes it's more efficient to make a bunch of sonars and just turn them off. They're on right now, so I don't know what he's doing with that, but
yeah, the energy production of the sonar was my first assumption, but I saw that they were on, so I was like, well,
yeah,
is he going to share them
that
or?
is kind of weird. I'm not sure about that. Um yeah, he's saying his Bertha's halfway done. Let's look at. Yeah, so that's the thing is Nug is using all of his all this build power, commander and 2 advanced cons to build the Bertha, so he's gonna push it out faster than just a single advanced con. Looks like he's getting more help on it. Oh, got bombing or scouting. Yeah, that's scouting. Pelicans snooping around. See, Nug 615 reclaimed his advanced lab, so he's not making any more pelicans. That's it. That's what he's got. Those 4. Oh, he's making a sub. Nug 725 is. Nug 615 is asking for peeps. He's looking for a target for this Bertha. Is that just finished? I don't know if they've scouted it yet. If the other team has. The Kings.
Hopefully he takes out that Bertha construction that's going on right now.
Yeah, that'd be big. Oh, and this was a construction boat that was shipped. Is a construction ship? What are they called? Yeah, construction
Yep,
ship
ship.
was shared with Nug 615 and now it's gone. It's a lot of pelicans.
So he's going to use the
BB's up.
Pelicans in a primary defense role and support with the MTs.
Yeah. 2 peeps on my island. Yeah, he gave. Oh, he fired off a shot and he hit it. He
Nice.
stopped the Big Bertha right before it finished. That's a big loss for Drew Dog. 'Cause he put all his resources into that.
Time for plan B. I hope he's got one.
Well, I mean, they still got all these pelicans. These are hard to deal with.
Yep.
And he's building some bombers. So if he gets enough of those bombers, he'll probably try for a bombing run. Because now they know there's an enemy Big Bertha. Oof. Might be a little too late for racers at this point. Oh,
How many bombers do you think it's going to take out that BB?
I'm not sure how many. With arm bombers, it takes more than with core, though, so I'd say at least 10. I don't know, though. Wonder why he stopped pushing. Oh, must be from the heavy laser tower. You mentioned that earlier.
HLTs.
Yeah, they are good. They have a lot less range here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 725 wants Nug 615 to aim at green. Building another Big Bertha.
Yeah, that's going to finish.
Lost an aircon there, trying to reclaim. So once the Pelicans do get close to land, though, they will definitely take damage from the MTs. Oh, bombers coming in. Yeah, a lot of those bombs were just hitting the. That thing barely took any damage because the metal storage absorbed most of the bombs. Oh, they're coming back in though. Oh, still about half. Probably gonna start repairing it.
Get his commander just de-gunning away.
Yep. Scare away the
Yeah,
pelicans.
doesn't have nothing else. So
Yeah. That's the thing. These guys, if you look at their economies, they're not making that much metal.
no.
Like Nug 725 is only making, according to this, he's only making 7 metal. 10 now. I guess it's variable. Oh,
Well, with your mention of the advanced like the Moho metal makers not really being made now because they're expensive, it kind of leads you to assume that the old meta is more about efficiency than it is just overall production.
yeah, that could be true.
Whereas, I mean, Pro TA is obviously about its efficiency as well. You hear people constantly talking about never excessing on metal or energy or such, but I feel like the production and the values of production in Pro TA is just more leaning towards mass output than it is just the efficiency of what you're doing.
That's true. That's true. This is an invader bomb, by the way. He's got an invader in this Atlas. He's gonna
Really
try to
make it.
blow him up. Boom. See how much damage Nug 615 took there. Oh, never mind. I can't check. Have you seen those invader bombs before, Warjack?
I have not,
Do you know what I'm talking about?
not quite.
So what they do is they build an Atlas, and he's doing it right here. He's got an invader. It's a walking bomb, and he picks it up with the Atlas. And when you control D, the invader, you've obviously got 5 seconds before it blows up, right? So what they do is they fly the Atlas in, and while it's on its way in, they control D, and they have to time it so that in 5 seconds it's going to be above their target, and then when it detonates, it deals heavy damage. Kind of difficult to pull off, especially if you haven't practiced it at all.
Right.
But you can
How far
actually
is
snipe a
any?
commander with it. I think it only takes a couple, maybe 2 or 3, to kill a commander if you have it directly on him. But he's going with a few of them. Oh. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Did you?
Yeah, yeah. The first
Now he's
couple were
bombing.
with there, but
Oh, the Bertha's low. Ah, he got it so low. Is that gonna do it? Nope. That's a dangerous place for the commander to be too. Oh, almost. Just a sliver. Oh, he's got another bomber coming in.
oh, he's gonna get it this time. How did that
No.
not blow up?
No, it's
Oh
because
wait,
he's
he's already healed it.
repairing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. He repaired it really quickly.
Well,
Okay,
they
I
were
didn't even see how
very
much he did.
close. Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like
yeah.
these guys took this island a while ago. But he's building more bombers. They really need to take out that Big Bertha, though. It's kind of... Although they're doing very well at holding their own, even with the Big Bertha.
Right.
And he's almost finished his. I don't know if 615 has it scouted. It looks like he probably does because...
Well, what's up?
Yeah, we'll see if this one actually gets a shot off this time. Oh.
Yeah. Quite sure it's gonna get something.
Ooh. Almost got the lab. Oh, one more shot. If that had been a direct hit, the lab would be gone. He's shooting back. Oh.
There it
Ah.
is.
That's
Man,
2. That's a 2 that he lost.
feels bad, man.
Yeah, I know how it is to be the guy who's getting who's getting shot
Uh,
at.
I'd be
So, oh,
upset
we got
right about
another
that.
invader. Boom. Yeah, he's trying with those invaders. That's hard to do.
I don't think he knows that the BB's gone quite yet.
Yeah, he's still shooting
Yeah,
at it, yeah.
he's still shooting the same shot.
It's better than losing your advanced K-Bot lab. Once that goes down, I don't know that King Drew Dog will really still be in this game.
Just
BB
adjust
from
fire a little
right.
bit.
Yep.
I
Oh,
see some net
scouting
people
up
over there.
here. Or was he bombing? Oh, it looks like he was bombing. He's trying to take out that lab. Or is he bombing the commander? Okay. You kind of need more bombers than that to take out a commander. Oh, we've got some peeps again. He's just checking things out.
Yeah, mark, mark, mark.
I don't even know that. I mean, no marking has showed up, so I don't know that the marking capabilities.
No, it wasn't. I'm just saying he's in his head.
Oh, yeah,
He's
yeah, yeah. He's thinking it, yeah.
yep.
See, that's a lot of invader bombs. 5. Or are some of these just atlases? I know that the ones that are out like this have invaders in them. He might be
Yeah,
using these as just decoys.
yeah,
Yeah,
probably
that's
just to
probably what it is. He's
he's
got a
gonna
few.
flood the MTs.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of them coming in, and then the ones with the actual invaders. Oh no, that didn't work out. Uh oh, oh.
Don't
Yeah, he
know if
wasn't
that.
expecting this group of pelicans here.
Yeah, I don't know if that juice was worth the squeeze right there.
Uh-huh. So he got his sub up here harassing. Yeah, it's looking like a rough game for the Kings so far. And I've never even really heard of their clan before I watched this game.
And third Big Bertha up on construction
I
right
know, he's going again.
now.
Hey,
Glutton for it,
I
dude.
mean, all he needs is one good shot, and it'll take, well, probably 2 because of this, but one. And if you hit a commander dead center, it'll take out a commander too. So
Good old comm snipe.
yep. Yeah, finally got somebody on the other team going C.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that, and honestly, I couldn't even remember which color was on which side for a little way, little while there. So I
Yeah,
didn't say anything, but I was like, man, it looks like somebody's owning the sea, and it's not one of these sides.
no, it's black has most of the C, 725. Which is kind of funny because most games that I've seen on OTA of Gods of War, it's a lot more C. It's a lot more skeets and a lot more like Crusaders. But we haven't seen a single Crusader this game. It's like you get a Crusader up here, close to this hill, and they could just shell out most of the stuff on the beach.
Right.
He's trying to come up with his pelicans. They're not. That's way too many pelicans for him. Oh, they're just a distraction. I see.
Okay.
He's dealing some damage. That almost took it out. Look at that life bar.
Yeah. He needs to get that comm up
That
there
was
repaired.
close.
Is that what
That
he's
was
gonna do?
close. Looks like he stopped making bombers though. If he'd followed that up with a few bombers, it'd be done.
That BB right there has just been the scourge of these guys.
Yeah, they win games.
Oh yeah. It's funny how you called this out before it started. It was definitely less of a naval war, and these islands are just big BB platforms. That's all
Yeah,
they are.
exactly. Even yeah, look if you look right here, King Snoop is also starting his own BB, and he's shooting his lab to
Yeah.
get some metal for it. There's a little fight going on here, but he's got a sub, and Drew Dog has no way to combat that sub right now. He knows it's there because it's got sonar, but nothing
Yeah.
he can do about it. Because you either need a sub or you need a Crusader. You can technically degun them if you're lucky on like the coast.
I forget. Did they have torpedo bombers in OTA?
Yeah, they did. It's advanced though, so
Yeah,
you'd have to. Oh, looks like 615's coming in with a bunch of pelicans.
it's gonna hurt a little bit.
Yeah, he's gonna see. He's seen the Bertha now. Yeah, Snoop doesn't have a lot of energy either. So, oh well, he was able to stop him. He didn't send. Oh, and now he's turned his attention to Snoop with the Big Bertha.
Got to
Oh, and
maintain
he's
that superiority.
yep. And 615 just said that he targeted Green's comm with the Bertha. Once it's locked on, that Big Bertha's just gonna keep firing at him until he's dead, or until yeah, because there's nowhere really to hide here, even in the water. Big Bertha shell's big enough; it'll hit you in the water.
Ooh, man.
Think he knows now.
I think he knows.
And that Bertha probably has enough veterancy that it's pretty accurate. Oh, there's the first hit. Took out the Bertha. Oh, it's trying.
And he is absolutely maintaining the artillery superiority on this
Running
map
for
right
his
now.
life. Yeah.
Yeah, Napoleon would be proud.
Yeah. We do have some fighting over on the right side as well, but I don't want to miss the...
Yeah, all right, you're safe.
Oh, there it's still shooting at him even in the water.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Ooh.
snipe. That's all it takes is once he's seen. Just looks like the Nugs win this one. Highly doubt that Drew Dog is going to be able to. Well, although with that many bombers, if he did find a commander, it's possible he might be able to sneak one in, but he's kind of struggling right now. Where is his commander at? Oh, he's trying to build the Big Bertha.
Yeah, was that 4 now?
Again, yeah. While getting shelled still.
He's going to be hard pressed to dig his way out of this.
Yeah, he's only making 8 metal, so.
Yeah. Makes you think, though. I mean, what do you think he should have switched strategies after his second BB was destroyed? I mean, I would have tried to change up the
Probably.
game.
I think maybe going heavy on C, and like I said, those Crusaders, people didn't realize how good they were on this map for a while.
Yeah.
But I think some Crusaders really could have changed this game.
One well-placed cruiser can just devastate a base on this because I mean, a lot of your like you said, like your Moho mine usually wasn't built in this because it was so expensive. So that means
Right.
a lot of your really heavily defended, heavily armored units and your advanced units really weren't produced. It was mainly just a select few, like your BB and a couple of K-bots.
Yep.
Like we haven't seen anything so far that really can take some hits.
Right. He's looks like he's bringing his bombers down to try to snipe 615, I'm guessing. Maybe he's going for the BB again. We'll see. That's a lot of bombers.
Do it.
Oh, nope.
Well, hold
His
on. They got
commander
another
moved
pass,
up.
don't they?
He is
Yeah, I
also
don't-
attacking with his pelicans at the same time. Oh, bomber's coming back. He finally got it.
Hey,
And
there
that
it is.
commander is lucky to be alive.
Superiority is lost. Well, artillery side.
But he did get his pelicans in right at that time. So, yeah, that commander's lucky to be alive. That explosion. I've seen commanders die from that. Oh. Blue Dog is in trouble. 'Cause that is a lot of bombers.
That is a lot of bombers.
He can't really focus on anything else because he has to keep his commander moving constantly. Because as soon as he stops moving, those bombers
he
Yeah,
doesn't
that
have
is
any
a lot
production
of
power
bombers.
anymore. Yeah, so his commander is basically his last production power. That one con bot is not going to finish that Big Bertha,
Nah. It's not even close
but
to finishing anyways.
he's going right for it in the com.
He's going for the water, but there's a lot of pelicans there. Commanders move slower in the water too. A little bit. Oh, subs.
Mm.
He's ready for him.
Thoughts and prayers, amigo, but I think it's over.
Yep.
There it goes.
There you
Man,
have it. Yeah,
what a
that's
fight.
Nugs versus Drew Dogs. Super old God of War match. I think it was pretty fun to watch. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I enjoy watching TA almost no matter what iteration it is. I mean, I definitely like watching the pro TA replays just so I can improve myself. But I think there's something to be learned from all of them.
Yeah. Goes to show that the Nugs live up to their name.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, thanks everybody for watching. And again, that was Nugs versus Kings, Gods of War. And thanks for joining me, Warjack.
Yeah, no problem, man. Hope to be on again.
And for anybody that hasn't liked and subscribed, please do that. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have a good one.